27 verse 3 says that children are a heritage from God, and the fruit of the womb is a reward. Yes, pregnancy, where everything grows rounder and wider. It is a great feeling when you are expecting, when you realize that another life is growing in you. Very miraculous, and it is only God who can do this. It is a feeling that words cannot explain. A very good evening to you all. This is the Virtuous Woman coming your way right from the Inside Studios, and it is always of a privilege for you to allow us on your screens. Yeah, we are back again with another interesting episode of the Pregnancy Diary, where we share beautiful and unique experiences of pregnancy. Yeah, the journey before, during, and after pregnancy. A very beautiful one. Yes, and today we have with us a very beautiful mother of, I think I've lost count, so I'll ask her, she will tell me. She will tell me that herself. Yes, a very beautiful mother who is here to share her beautiful experience with us. She's no other person than our Lady Mercy ANTWI-ADJEI, known as also Mrs. SACKEY. Lady Mercy, you are welcome to the Virtuous Woman.
Thank you so much.
Lady Mercy, I have lost count. What number are we now? Sometimes I say, okay, 3, 2, 4. So what number are we now?
We are number 4.
Wow. So it is 4 and counting. Wow. Lady
4.
Mercy, 4.
No counting. 4.
You are welcome to the Virtuous Woman again.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
It's of a privilege. It is heartwarming that women can actually come out to say, I am willing to share this part of my life so that it will be of a blessing to somebody. And so let me quickly remind you that this program aims at supporting, educating, inspiring mothers and upcoming mothers, inspiring mothers or women who are also in the waiting room, waiting for God to bless them with such a blessing. And so we aim at encouraging every woman out there that we are all in this together, and we pray for God's strength to carry us through. Let's go right into our experience journey, the pregnancy experience with our Lady Mercy. Lady Mercy, we want to know you. We want to be updated, yes. And so for some, we don't know you at all. We are going to know you today. For some, we know you a bit, but it's been a while, yes. And so can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay, all right. So my name is Mercy ANTWI-ADJEI, also known as Mrs. SACKEY, as you said. I live in the UK with my husband and my 4 children.
Wow.
I'm a student nurse in my 3rd year. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Wow, a student nurse in her 3rd year. Folks, this is my brother's wife actually. So I'm having a discussion, a home discussion with my Ekuma. So we are going right on earth at like we are at ease. We don't want to be tensioned at all because it's going to be a conversation between Ekuma and sister-in-law. Wow. Wow. So Lady Mercy, I know you got married. It's been
10 years. 10 years and counting.
Yes, it's been 10 years and counting. Beautiful 10 years and counting. And I wonder, when you got married, right, from 10 years ago, yes. When you got married, did you ever got pressure from people about when baby is coming, when you both have decided to settle down or to, let's say, to start a family?
Actually, no. We didn't get any pressure from anybody. I think it's mostly because we moved to here, and people didn't really know our story. People didn't even know if we were brothers and sisters. People didn't know how long we've been together or something like that. So nobody actually gave us any pressure or even asked us when we're going to have the baby, anything of that sort. I think it was just a friend of mine when after 8 months, then she was like, Mercy, why don't you want to have a baby for your husband? And I think that was when it actually occurred to me that, oh, I'm married for real. And it's been 9 months and I haven't, like, conceived. So that was when I started really thinking about babies. We didn't talk about having a child as soon as we were married, because we moved here and we were just like trying to find work, settle, and all that. So children wasn't on the topic at that point in our first year of marriage. We didn't think about children at all. It was just that my one friend who made me really think like, oh, okay, so this is real. I mean, yeah, I am married. I need to have a baby. Yeah, so I think it was just from her, but nothing from my family or his family or anything like that. No, I didn't experience that.
Wow, that's very good. And I commend friends around and even family members not to have pressured you, because most don't have it that way. Wow.
Yeah.
So how did pregnancy happen? When you realize, okay, I am married, so it is something I should be expecting that might happen. How did it happen then for you?
Okay, so after that, I think I went to the shop and bought lots of pregnancy tests. So I kept on testing it. Yeah, but then nothing was really happening. After our first year, nothing was still happening. I think that was when I started getting really worried that maybe something is wrong somewhere. Like in our culture, when people are married and there are no children, we women are often blamed that, so I was getting really, really, really worried. I was. So a day, I was just like sitting at home and I said, oh, okay, let me try this pregnancy test and see if something has happened. I tried, then it was negative. So, okay, I tried again another day and it was positive. I said, positive? I didn't believe it. So I just went straight to a pharmacy and I told them that I've tested positive for a pregnancy. So are they going to do something for me to really see that I'm pregnant? And she was like, oh, if you are pregnant, if you have tested that you are pregnant, then you are pregnant, so you don't need to do anything. I wasn't still convinced. I said, no, let me call my GP. So I called them and they said, well, if you have tested positive, it's positive. I said, no, I need to come and see a nurse. I need to come and see, And she was like, it's a walking thing. Since you haven't got appointment, you have to wait till 4 hours or something before a nurse can see you. I said, well, I'm coming. I'll still come there. Okay. So I went there, sat in the waiting room for 2.5 hours. They called me in and the nurse was like, if you are pregnant, there's nothing we can do. What we will do is to send you your 9 weeks appointment. I said, so are you not going to, do a scan or something? So that I can really believe that I'm pregnant. And she said, no, I'm sorry, you have to go home. I was like, so I went to a nearby shop, Susie, and I bought 5 different types of pregnancy tests. And I went to a nearby restroom, sat on the toilet, I opened all of them. So I was just doing like that. For 9 minutes, I just put all of them there. And they were all like positive. I said, no, I need a pregnancy, I need something that will actually tell me pregnant. So I went back to the shop and I bought, I think, clear blue. Yeah, clear blue. So I came back, did the test again, and that gave me pregnant.
It wrote You see, you see the anxiety of a first mom. You can do crazy things.
Like sometimes you are expecting it, but then when it happens, it's like is it really happening? You don't believe it, but it has happened. Yeah, that was how I found out about my first pregnancy. I was really excited.
Wow. On this note, let me let you know that we have introduced something new on this program, and at the end we are going to let you have a pregnancy tip of the day. And it is just in line with what our lady Mercy just said, knowing how to know that you are pregnant. How do you know that you are pregnant? Or if you test positive, what do you do? We are going to talk about that, or we will give you a little tip on that at the end of the program. Wow. This is what God can do. You are married, thank God, after a year.
A year and a month. That was when I found out. Yeah.
And then God made it happen. You were not expectant from the beginning, but when it dawned on you.
For me, I actually thought I could get pregnant within like 4 months in our marriage, because I thought, well, I'm cute and sexy. My husband will look at me and I'll get pregnant, but no, it didn't happen. It didn't happen like that. It took a year. Wow. 1 month. Yeah.
So what is this? What is this one thing you remember about pregnancy that you can never ever forget about? That very thing about pregnancy that you will never ever forget.
With my 4 pregnancies, or with I think maybe it's with my 3rd one. I was 5 weeks pregnant when we went to Africa, Ghana, and we went to the beach one day. And whilst I was in the sea, one of the beach attendants was like, "No, ma'am, I'm sorry, you need to get out of this water now." I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Well, we are expecting a dead body, and you can lose your baby if you are in this sea." And I think that really shook me a little bit. So I couldn't wait to come back to the UK and go for TED.
Wow, we have lost Lady Mercy there. Let's see if she comes back. Wow. Okay, let's see if Lady Mercy comes back in a bit. She was telling us how she went.
Why I lift my voice, why I sing to you. You are the reason I'm alive today, and I am here.
We are going.
Sorry.
Yes, Our Lady Mercy is back. Sorry for the interruption. Yes, she was telling us how she went to Ghana and experienced, and she was really in anxiety coming back to the UK to have a pregnancy test. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Again.
Yeah, you were telling us about your return to UK to have a pregnancy test done.
Well, I came back and went for the test and everything was okay. So I think I can't forget about it.
But was it really a myth that they were talking about? Is it really a myth, something they perceive might happen to you just because you are pregnant?
Yeah, because they actually said that they were expecting a dead body on that day. So like it wasn't ideal for a woman who is carrying a child to be in that sea. Yeah. So that really shook me. Yeah.
Okay. Then let's go right into your journey, pregnancy.
Yeah.
From the beginning, the first one, from the beginning to the end. How was it? Tell us everything.
My first pregnancy was quite good. Well, obviously I didn't know what to expect in the first, trimester. The vomiting, nauseousness, and how you get hungry all the time. It's like you can eat everything. Yeah, and I was so anxious. I didn't know. Like when you're pregnant, you don't know what's in there. You go for the scans, you do all the tests and everything, but then you don't know what's actually in there. Yeah, so it was really, really good. It was a good pregnancy. My first one was obviously Mercy was pregnant, so the whole world must stop.
Attention seeker.
Yeah, all the attention and all that. I remember I was working at this factory. And I was so hungry. I told the line leader that I wanted to go and find something to eat. And he was like, no, I'm sorry, you have to wait. I'm like, it's like people are not taking this pregnancy serious. I need to eat. So I actually, Susie, I went straight to the office and I gave them their card back. I said I quit because I need to go home and eat.
Wow.
I'm starving, I'm pregnant. Yes. That was how important that pregnancy was, to me. Yeah. So for me, my first pregnancy, I was a bit, but it was a good pregnancy.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. How was labor for you?
Labor. Okay. So unfortunately for me, my labor pain started the week before my due date. It went on for a week. We will go to the hospital and they will tell us that I have dilated too. We will go back the next day and they will tell me that I'm not dilating at all. But it was still painful. It went on for a week. So my due date came and baby wasn't ready to be here. It was so painful. So we went to the hospital a day after my due date. And they told me that I have dilated 4. And I was like, all this pain, only 4.
Only 4.
They were like, yeah. So they broke my
water
thing. Yes, they did. And it was so painful. Eventually.
Wow. Okay. Let me just try to go into Facebook and see some of the comments that are coming. Yeah. See some of the comments whilst we wait for Lady Mercy to get back to us. Yeah, we have our mommy, Matando, watching. Thank you so much for being with us. Yes, when we have our senior mothers, our mothers watching us, getting so much interested, knowing our pregnancy journey, it is so heartwarming. We have Mr. Osikeni says pregnancy diary. Yes, we are back with the pregnancy diary. We have our lady Doreen watching. Thank you so much. Our lady ANTWI-ADJEI is saying born 4. Yes, so I lost count. Sometimes I say, is it 4 or it is 5?
Not 5.
It's 5. It's not 5. We have lady ANTWI-ADJEI also saying, hey, Ajua Mercy, only your background. Oh my God. Lady Judy says, welcome Lady Mercy Odo. Oh, that goes for you, Lady Mercy. We have my brother himself watching. Mr. SACKEY is watching. Edward SACKEY is watching. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for allowing us to have part of your wife with us to share your beautiful pregnancy diary. We also have Mr. Osikeni says that yeah, we are married. Yes, so we are married. Says our lady ANTWI-ADJEI says, hey, hair cry is disturbing us. She's here for you today. Lady Elsie is watching. Thank you so much. Lady Judy says, Mrs. please behave. Of course we will, don't worry. We have Mr. Osikeni says 2.5 hours. Yes, so Mommy Tando says she wanted to be very, very, very sure. Yes. It's
Yeah. It was so crazy. I bought 4 extra. I went and sat on the toilet like that.
With everything in front of you, just to check for a pregnancy test, whether you are pregnant or not. Wow. I remember some of the unusual, yes, for the doctors it will be unusual, but for us, when you are in the house and sometimes you don't feel the baby for like 2-3 hours, then you say, I'm going to the hospital. And then when you get it, they say, she's fine. I said, okay.
Yeah.
Then you come
Well,
back.
even me, throughout the pregnancy, I was still checking if I was pregnant. I still had pregnancy tests at home. Ask my husband. My husband will be like, Messi, you are so crazy.
You are serious.
6 months, I'm checking. 4 months, yeah, I'm still checking. I was checking almost every month to see if I'm still pregnant. It was so funny.
Wow. Our lady, we have our lady Clara King watching. Thank you so much. Our lady Clara. We have Lady Judy saying, can't wait for the pregnancy tip. Yes. Yes, we have Mrs. Kenny says, after a year and a half. Yes, a year and 1 month, she said.
1 month.
Yeah. Wow. Lady Equia Chewa says, Efia Chewa says, Equia ni. Mrs. Kenny says, yes, dead body. This is our country for us. So what can we do? We have Osofo Benson watching. Thank you so much, Osofo, for being with us. We have Mrs. Kenny says, we thank God for that. We thank God that nothing bad happened. Yes. We have our Lady Pastor Julie watching. Thank you so much, Lady LP, for coming on the show. Also, we have my brother Amakai from Germany says, hi Susie, I am here, son. Yes, so bro, be there, son, for us. So our LP Julie says, eating habits. As for the eating habit, our mommy Grace Family does is with us. Thank you, mommy, for your support. We are so much grateful for your life. We have Mrs. Kenny says labor for a whole week. Wow.
Yeah.
Lady LP says this pregnancy thing is something else. So yes, so it is something else. Only women. Is it only women can understand?
Only me.
Before they come and beat me here. We have Lady Efia Shewa says you cause shortage of pregnancy test kits on the market. I believe so. I believe so. With all your checks every month to see whether you are still pregnant.
I actually was.
But let me ask, if your menstrual cycle was stopped and it was not coming, what were you checking for?
I don't know. I just wanted to make sure that I was still pregnant.
That is the anxiety of first moms. You can really do crazy
because
things.
like you have no experience about it and you don't know what's in the, like you can't go in there to see and they don't offer too many scans. I think it's only two scans that they offer here in the UK.
Wow.
So it's like except maybe if you have complications or something, I think like but so I wanted to make sure I was still pregnant.
Wow. I have from YouTube, Dami and D says, I'm watching you live, Lady Mercy. I think somebody who might know you is writing to you. Okay, Lady Mercy. So, what is this very hard thing that you had to learn during your pregnancy journey that you were never told of, you never knew about it, and you had to find it the hard way?
The hard way. I think it would be the cravings.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think it would be the cravings, and I was feeling it hard to find a food that I could eat and be satisfied. Yeah, so I turned into if I'm talking to my friend or somebody and they tell me about food, immediately I want that food to eat. If I don't get it to eat, it's like something is happening. I can't go on without eating that food.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. I think pregnant. it's a mystery.
Mm.
It's a mystery.
It's a
Yeah,
mystery.
it's just a mystery that you never understand.
Yeah.
Sometimes you are happy, sometimes you're sad, sometimes it's like, so, you know, yeah.
Wow. You said you went into labor for like a week, but
Yeah.
at labor, did you opt for epidural? Was there an option for you?
For the beginning, I was in so much pain. I don't know why, and I wasn't dilating enough. I was like, I don't know what's happening. So they gave me gas and air and gas, yeah. But it didn't work. It made me tired and drowsy, and it didn't help at all because I was still in that pain. So when I dilated 5, I couldn't take it anymore. I told the sister that was there. I told her I feel like I'm going to die. I told her, I said, actually, I am going to die. I feel like I will die because these pains, I can't take it anymore. It's just too much. And it has gone on for a week. I can't sleep. I can't do anything. I had a smooth pregnancy, but getting to that point, it was so much. So they said they had to give me an epidural. That will help me ease the pain and that. So I said okay, because at that point I just couldn't handle it anymore. So they gave me that epidural, and I think it takes 15 minutes or 20 minutes to like really, you know, yeah. So I didn't feel that pains anymore. It did, yeah. That was how I didn't feel it anymore. But I think that also made it really difficult for me to push.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think when we are pushing and contracting, that force makes you, you know, push. Because we are in pain, you want to really push. But because we are all relaxed and they are telling you, you know, push, you do like, but you are not really pushing with a force. Yeah, so I think for me that was one of the downside about it, but nothing, you know, yeah.
Okay, so with your experience with the epidural, would you recommend for a pregnant mom who is about to take that decision?
Well, for me, although it helped ease the pain and all that, I think everybody is different. Some people say they will take it and have back pains and that. Me personally, I sometimes have, you know, back pains, but I don't base it on that. I base it on maybe several C-section or something. Yeah. But I don't base it on it. But so I think everybody is different. It might work for somebody and it might not. But it helped me at that moment with the pains. But I also think it contributed to me having an emergency CS at that point.
Oh, okay. So you at the end never had your baby by vaginal birth, but you had CS?
No.
Okay.
After all the pains for a weekend, everything that I yeah, because they said at that point the baby's heartbeat was dropping. The baby was tired because imagine being in labor for more than a week. The baby was tired, and I was tired. Like it was just, you know, there wasn't any protection around the baby anymore because they broke my you know thing. Yeah, so they said they made me sign a consent form or something like that for an emergency CS. I said okay, as long as my baby will come out okay, alive, thank God, and I'll be okay and everything will be okay. Yeah, why not? So that was an emergency one.
Wow.
I wasn't aware what was, you know, going on at that point because I was that drowsy. I was tired. I was, you know, so I just wanted to get the baby out. So yeah.
Wow. I think when you already know that you are going for CS, you already prepare your mind for it. But when it comes as a surprise, there it becomes very difficult. And on your case, it was like you're already tired. So
yeah. And the baby was tired. The baby was in distress. Well, that's the word that they use. That the baby was in distress, and my BP was, I think, going up, and baby's heartbeat was dropping. There was a lot going on at that point. Yeah, so they just had to, you know, do that emergency. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Let's go to the rewarding part. After a whole journey of 40 weeks and baby is here.
Yeah.
What was your first reaction when you saw your baby?
When I saw. Okay. So I think because I was drowsy and tired and all that, I didn't get to see the baby until I woke up. Yeah. So when I woke up, I think the first thing I asked my husband if baby was okay. And he said, yeah. And I said, is she beautiful? And he said, yeah.
I can guess the first question that would be, yeah. Is she beautiful?
Yeah. And he said, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. But I couldn't, you know, get to hold her at once because of everything, because of the pain and all that. But when I finally got to hold her, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm fulfilled. Oh, this. I can't explain the feeling. We all know as mothers, when you hold your baby for the first time in your arm, it's a feeling that you can never, you know. Yeah, all of a sudden you get this protection. Like you want to protect your baby, like, you know, you want to love her, you want to like care for her and all that. It was a marvelous feeling that I don't know how I would express, but it was really, 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 really nice.
Wow. It's a blind date when you get to meet the love of your life. Yes.
Yeah.
And that is what God can do. Wow. It is our earnest prayer that any woman out there who is longing for the fruits of the womb, God should grant it for her. Wow. Any couple out there who are still in the waiting room of God, we ask that God should do it also on their behalf. And it says that children are a reward from Him, and so no man can do it than Him alone. Wow. We thank God for your life. We thank God for adding not only one, but we are on number 4. Can you tell us a bit about, after the first one, the other ones, how it went? I remember, I don't know. You go on first, and I'll ask you that very question.
No, you go. Okay. So with my second one, I remember where I was when I found that I was pregnant with him. I was in Italy. We went to a shop and I said, oh, let me buy. I don't know, for some reason I was always buying pregnancy tests everywhere. I said, let me buy a test and check because I wasn't feeling.
Wait. Family, if you are watching us, you heard her. This is not the first time you are hearing this comment or this phrase on the virtuous woman and on the pregnancy diary. She said she came to Italy. And so, if you are out there and you are not in Italy, just step your foot in Italy and it will happen. You can continue, Lady Mercy.
Alright. So I was in Italy and I found out that I was pregnant. But honestly, you know, I can't actually remember that journey, my second pregnancy. I can't remember that journey because it was that smooth journey, you know, so I can't really remember that journey. All I can remember is when I found out and when I was going to the hospital to, you know, but I can't remember the actual pregnancy.
I know you can't remember. I know why you can't remember.
Why?
Because I remember you were having the first baby. It was not too long, but you never realized you were pregnant. And you said, I was breastfeeding, so I know I won't get pregnant. And I always ask the question, if you are breastfeeding and you have not yet started menstruating or you have not yet started having your period, how then do you have the faith that, okay, I'm not going to protect myself, okay, I know that I am breastfeeding and so automatically I'm not going to get pregnant?
Yeah, I think that was really, wow, that was really what happened because I was breastfeeding a Delcy and I wasn't using any protection at that point. Up till pregnant with my second. Because like I think they keep saying that breastfeeding can also be a contrast, contraceptive.
It's true.
Yeah, so I think I was listening to that and no, it failed me.
And so the point I want to make to all of us women is that yes, they say breastfeeding will not make you get pregnant, but before you know that it has happened, then it's already inside. So there is no need for you to say, okay, I'm breastfeeding and I don't want to get pregnant, and it is a breastfeeding that is helping me not to get pregnant. If you are really not ready, then I think you should do something about it. Otherwise, you will expect.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't work. I don't think it
For
works.
some, it works. I know for some it works. But unless you are ready that if it happens, you are good to go. But if you're really sure you don't want to have any, then I think you should not put all your faith in breastfeeding to be a contraceptive for you. Wow.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that was my second. Yeah, I can't really remember the journey, but with my third, I remember when I found out. It was just a few weeks away from us to travel to Africa, and I was so nervous. I was so nervous. But the good thing is, when you go to Ghana, all my morning sickness and everything stopped. It ceased. So I was able to get food to eat. I like eating when I'm pregnant. Yeah, I was able to get all the food, the varieties of food to eat. I wasn't cooking, I was just buying. Yeah, and it was really, really easy. It was really, really, really easy. Wow. Yeah. But I think with my fourth pregnancy, I wasn't expecting him.
What happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
I wasn't expecting him at all, but I blame you, Susie. I remember I called you, or you called me, or something like that, and you were like, we are waiting for our fourth. I was like, Susie, don't even start now. And I think a day after or two, I checked and I was pregnant. I called you back and said, Susie,
don't call me anymore. No, because I know my sister, my brother's wife. She can be posting pictures here and there, but for some time I couldn't see, and I said, okay, let me ask how she's doing. Then I said, I hope the reason for not seeing the pictures.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know that I was actually pregnant. That was my fourth one. I would say was the most emotional one for me. And even talking about that, I might get emotional and start tearing up. But it was so hard. It was so hard because I wasn't expecting it at all. I was about to start my degree course, and we had moved into a house. I wasn't working. I stopped working because I was about to, so like for another child, we weren't ready. I remember I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll say that, God, I do not want this baby. I'm not ready. I remember when I was about 15 weeks, I asked my husband, I said, babe, do you really want us to keep this baby? Because I don't want it. I don't want it. So to me, it was so hard. And I think because of everything that I was saying and thinking, I actually wanted to, God forbid, but yeah, I wanted to, abort it.
Thank God you didn't.
What?
Thank God you didn't.
Thank God I did it. Yeah, thank God I did it. That's why I said that boy fought his way to be here. Because all the bad things that was thinking in my head, Susie, you never know.
Did you check multiple times whether you were pregnant?
I didn't. I didn't at all. And I went to do my glucose test, and they said I've got gestational diabetes or something like that. And to me, it was like maybe all the things things that I've been saying about this pregnancy. That's why God is punishing me. I'm going through all this. Because for my first 3 pregnancies, it was just a smooth one. I didn't have any complications. I didn't have, anything in that pregnancies. But like with this one, like it was so emotional. It was so emotional. But I thank God. I really thank God. I thank God for that boy's life. Wow. I thank God. I always look at him and I'm like, wow, God is merciful. Because I do not deserve you, but God has really blessed me with you. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
wow. And actually, he has been a blessing to the family.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because like, that gestational diabetes, I never had it, before. And when they said that, I was so disappointed in myself because I thought it was something I didn't do right. All my diet had to change. There are certain foods that I couldn't eat. Yeah, and I was taking a medication, and I had to do my blood glucose like every morning, afternoon, evening. It was just too much. It was just so I was so disappointed in myself. I said, but I think I did something wrong. I think, it was so bad.
Let's have 2 lines from you to any woman who might be in your situation right now, having to expect a baby that you don't want to, but it is in. What advice, with what you went through in that pregnancy, what advice would you give to somebody out there?
I would say that we should be grateful. I think I wasn't grateful enough for my 4th one. We should be grateful and thank God because every child is a blessing. Every child, no matter what, is a blessing. I think when I was thinking of abortion, I went to Google and typed how they perform these abortion things. And I saw that they rape their body into pieces. I was like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not going to terminate this child. I mean, this is just too much. So I would say to any person that is pregnant and doesn't want that baby to be grateful and thank God because you never know what that child is going to be in the future. Well, I have 4, but then I don't know which of them is going to come around and take care of me in my old age. So we just have to be grateful. We just have to be grateful. Yeah.
Children are indeed of a blessing. They are a blessing. Yeah. So even if you find yourself in a situation where it has happened that you are not expecting, know that God has a better plan. Yeah. God has a better plan. And humanly, what I would say is that if you know you don't want then you do something about it. Yes, the unexpected can happen. I've had cases where you are on contraceptives and still it happens. I've had cases where it has happened and so you need to keep it. And so those things can happen. But when we are in the better position to make the right choice, it is okay. Like I'm here. If it is going to happen, then it should be 2. Otherwise, not at all.
Not at
Not at all. God help us. Wow. Let's go to Facebook. We'll be rounding up, but let's go to Facebook and see what our family is writing to us. We have lots of love here. I have. Where did I stop? Okay. Lady Efiachewa says, Asemo, pregnancy and I think it says, Mr. Skeni says, yes, you are right. Pregnancy is a mystery. Of course, it is a mystery. Only God can tell. Lady Judy says, this emergency C-section, it brings memories. Wow. Yeah. God is in control. God is in control, Lady Judy. I still have the Fiachewa says, yes, so say it again. Lady Elsie says, amen to our prayers. We have Mr. Kenny says, a mother's heart for her child. Yes, a mother's heart for a child. We have Grace. Entry says, Amen. Yes, which it should be unto any woman who is expecting. We have Mr. Ogumola, that is our Lady Priscilla. Lady Efiache West husband says, says, no comment for you. We have Soskeni says, Ish. Lady Elsie says, Italy again. Please, you can come to Italy. It will happen for sure. They are all afraid. They don't want to come to Italy because they don't want it to happen.
I'm not even coming there. I don't want any. I'm joking.
I know you are joking. We are bringing you back. Let's Corona go down a bit and we'll bring you back. We are missing you here. We have Lady Aurelia watching. Thank you so much for being with us. Lady Judith says, Italy, oh Italy, yes, Italy. Should I say the land of fertility? We have Mrs. Gumola says, Ekuya, come to Italy. Everybody is expecting you to come to Italy. Lady Gelsomina, thank you so much for being with us. We have Mrs. Kenny says, please come to Italy for the fifth one. It is happening live. Lady Elsie says, I think ladies tend to think since they are not seeing the flow, they are not ovulating. Lady Elsie, tell us more. It is happening. It is happening. Lady Efia Shewa says, I got pregnant whilst breastfeeding. You see, they are confessing. Yeah. Don't put your hope in breastfeeding. Say you are breastfeeding so you will not get pregnant. Let me make one confession. I remember when you put to bed, you are supposed to go and see the doctor after 40 days. Okay. And surprisingly, before the 40th day, okay, when I went to the doctor, I was asking, is it possible I could be pregnant? Is it possible I could be? And she said, why? And I said, he said, okay, I understand. But since you are breastfeeding, it could be that you are not pregnant. And so let's not rely. It doesn't work always. So let's not rely on. If you are really sure you don't want to have any for that moment, then it means you really have to be careful. Thank you so much, Lady Elsie. We have Lady Efiachi also say, I got pregnant. Okay, somebody is responding to her message. Okay, we have Mr. Ugumula says, Ish. Yes, so. But is the husband responding? So did he? Is the husband responding to their wife's message? Ish. Yes, he's confessing. We have Fiachewa again says, what is Ish? The result of your worship while Let me read it again. Lady Fiachewa is saying, what age? The result of your worshiping whilst breastfeeding. Wow. Confession.
People are really confessing.
They are really confessing. We have Lady Judy saying, I remember, Judy, do you remember the worship or the pregnancy? Lady Evia says, although we bless God that no evil friend pushed you to abort. Yes, yes. Very, very important. Mr. Skinny says, yeah, children are a blessing. Esther Frimpong is giving us some hearts. Lady Efia Shewa says again, every child is a blessing. Yes, we need to be grateful because not everybody would have that opportunity. Lady Elsie says, grateful. Yes, we are grateful. Mrs. Asafo Mame Patricia Abiti Nyakon, thanks for being with us. Mr. Skinny, Lady Efiachewa says, Mr. Skinny, you do fast. I didn't say that too. I didn't say that. Wow. Lady Mercy, we talked about Lady Efiachewa mentioned right now about friends who you didn't have around to push you to do what you were not supposed to do. So let me ask, getting support, how was it for you? I know being in another country where you don't have your family around you and having a baby is very, very tedious. And sometimes when you don't have help, you tend to be depressed and over anxious and all that. How was it for you getting help?
For us, because we are here alone, obviously we don't have any family, but of course we got friends and I can get some, friends and mothers to come and support us. So yeah, it actually hasn't been too bad.
Okay.
It actually hasn't been too bad. So yeah.
Wow. All too soon, our time is up. We have had a very nice time with Our Lady Mercy. Thank you so much for having accepted the invitation to come and share your beautiful and unique pregnancy with us. I believe that a mother out there, a woman out there has been inspired. A woman out there has been encouraged to even make informed decisions when it comes to pregnancy. It is a very beautiful thing, and we are so much grateful that at least it is so refreshing to have somebody come out to share this part of a woman's life where not everybody can come out and share. Thank you so much, Lady Mercy.
Thank you for having me. It's okay.
Thank you. Let me go to YouTube and see if there is any comment for us before we have our pregnancy tip of the day. Oh, okay, that is okay. And so, folks, as I said, we have introduced something new and we want to give a pregnancy tip of the day anytime we have a pregnancy diary. And so, the pregnancy tip, you can watch now.
Pregnancy tip of the day. How to know your due date. There are 3 ways of knowing your due date. 1. By your last menstrual period. 2. By conception day. And 3. By ultrasound. Today we are going to focus on the first. That is by your last menstrual period. Pregnancy due date could be one of the first and most important measures taken in early pregnancy. Upon confirming that a woman is expecting, the expected date of delivery could be obtained with a due date calculator or manually by adding 40 weeks to the first day of a woman's last menstrual period. Most pregnancies last around 40 weeks or 38 weeks from conception. So typically, the best way to estimate your due date is to count 40 weeks or 280 days from the first day of your last menstrual period. At the first antenatal visit, most likely you would be asked the question, what was the first day of your last period? Again, what was the first day of your last period? So if, for example, for the month of January, your period started on the 5th and ended on the 10th, then the first day of your last menstrual period is on the 5th of January. Hope this blesses somebody. Thank you.
Hello, family. Yes, you are welcome back. That was our pregnancy tip of the day. And so we give the opportunity for Our Lady Mercy to give us her last words. Lady Mercy.
Okay. I just thank you for having me. Like, first of all, I think it's a privilege. To come and share my pregnancy story. Yeah, I will wish every woman all the best. motherhood is not, an easy task, but I think we are all doing amazing. Every mother is doing amazing. We are all, working really, really hard. And God bless us all. And as we said before, I pray that every woman that has yearning for the fruit of the womb, that God will, really grant that person, so that they can experience what like motherhood is about. So thank you for having me, and thank you to our listeners and everybody who watched and listened. So thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Lady Mercy. We thank you for having come to grace the occasion by coming to share your beautiful pregnancy journey with us. We believe that every woman out there is also inspired. Every woman out there is empowered. It is sometimes so hard to think, like if you are in the waiting room waiting for God to bless you with the fruit of the womb. It is hard. Know that we are all with you. We are all praying with you. It is God's time that is the best. Somebody says that we shouldn't watch God's wrist because He knows His time. His timing is the best. And when He appears, He comes so beautifully. He will do it to His glory. Remember that it says that children are a gift and they are a heritage from Him. Thank you so much for being with us. And see you next time. God richly bless you.
Bye.
That's all I'm asking.